The Bengal Famine. When Britain chose war over hunger. What if millions of people were starving? While the government ruling them knew food was needed, controlled the ships that could carry it, and still decided that the war came first? In 1943, Bengal was part of British-ruled India. The Second World War had reached Asia. Japan had captured Burma, cutting off an important source of rice. Then a cyclone struck Bengal's coast. Flooding and crop disease damaged the harvest. Food became scarce. But scarcity alone did not kill millions. Government decisions turned a crisis into a catastrophe. Fearing a Japanese invasion, British authorities introduced the denial policy. Rice was removed from vulnerable coastal districts. Thousands of boats were confiscated or destroyed so an invading army could not use them. But Bengal depended on those boats. They carried rice, fish, medicine, workers, and entire livelihoods. When the boats disappeared, villages lost both their income and their connection to food. At the same time, Britain was using India to support its war effort. Soldiers, military factories, and the city of Calcutta received priority. Rice prices rose rapidly. Food could still be found in some markets, but millions of poor families could no longer afford it. People sold their jewelry, then their livestock, then their tools, then even their land. When nothing remained, thousands walked towards Calcutta, hoping to find food. Instead, starving families collapsed beside markets where rice could still be seen. Children became too weak to cry. Bengal was dying in public. The Bengal government failed to control prices. Traders hoarded grain. But above them all stood the British government in London. Winston Churchill's war cabinet controlled imperial shipping and decided where wartime supplies would go. Indian officials repeatedly asked for grain imports. Churchill's government knew the famine was worsening. Some grain was eventually sent, but relief arrived too late and in quantities too small to stop the disaster. Military shipping continued to receive greater priority than famine relief. Churchill did not create the cyclone, he did not cause the crop disease, but his government ruled India, controlled wartime priorities, and failed to respond with the urgency millions of lives demanded. This was not simply a natural disaster, it became a human catastrophe shaped by colonial policy, wartime decisions, profiteering, and failed leadership. As hunger spread, malaria, cholera, and dysentery swept through weakened communities. By the time the famine ended, an estimated 2 to 3 million people were dead. The British Empire could move soldiers, weapons, and supplies across the world. But when Bengal needed food, the ships were always needed somewhere else. The world remembers Churchill for leading Britain through World War II, but Bengal remembers something else, the millions who were left behind. Because sometimes people die from a failed harvest, and sometimes they die because those with the power to help choose something else first. Like and subscribe for more undiscovered history.